Good morning all, hope you're well, happy Sunday. And today it's International Men's Day. If you're wondering why I'm swivelling around, it's because I'm on my morning dog walk and it keeps moving me around, so please bear with me this morning. However, I just want to talk to you because it's an important day for men to get the word out, to support each other. And for women, and for that matter as well, to support the men. Now I want to talk to you about 10 tips. Now obviously these are trialed and tested on myself. They're not going to work for everybody. But what I'm about to speak about, maybe one or two of those might be useful for someone today. We're all unique. So you might look at one of those and go, do you know what? I'm going to do that today. Or it could be this week. So here goes, guys. So tip number one, first one, vitally important, is get talking. Men tend to sort of hold on to their emotions, let it stew, let it fester. And that's not good for us. I think one of the most powerful things that you can do is reach out to someone and get talking. It could be somebody you know, it could be a stranger that you've just bumped into. And some people feel more comfortable talking to a stranger or someone they've just met. There's no baggage. So talking just releases that tension, that stress, that emotion that's within. So a really important one. I put it at the top because it's so important, particularly today, to get that message out. And I think that leads on to my second point, which is about interact with people you trust as well. Now, sometimes we talk about maybe having a board of directors. So you'll have some close individuals, whether it be family member, friends, colleagues. Just check in with them. There might be something that's playing on your mind. You just need a different perspective on, a bit of advice. Interact with the people that you trust, that you can have a very frank conversation with. So that's important. So that's number two. I think a third one for me is take on a new purpose or try and re-establish an old purpose. So we've all got a purpose in life. We sometimes probably don't even think about it. We're a dad, we're a husband, we're a friend. We're a volunteer, we're a colleague, so there's lots of different things there, but I think it's to sort of delve a little bit deeper in why you're doing it. Why is that important to you as an individual? How does that make you feel, that purpose? And if it makes you feel good and it makes you feel useful and you're achieving something, supporting somebody else, then I think, that's an important aspect of well-being for all, not just as a man, but sometimes a man might feel that they've lost the purpose, whether it's their job, whether something stopped happening, whatever that might be. It might be time for a new purpose, or it might be that you're just feeling a bit stagnant and you're thinking, can I go back to that old purpose? Is there something I can do to invigorate it? So that's number three. Number four is about self-development. And I think you can always learn something new, and it doesn't have to be academia as well. People think, I've got to, learn a new course, or that's going to take lots of time up, and that can cause lots of different stresses. But just, even listening to this podcast or vlog, reading audio books, something that you want to learn more about, you want to specialise in, you want to support another individual with, you can learn so much. And obviously well-being for me is absolutely paramount, hence why I want to learn so much more every single day. And that's sometimes from other people's experiences and not just mine. So obviously listening is a key aspect to that. Meeting new people, we talked about the first two, interaction, get talking. So obviously that's one way you learn, guys. Doesn't have to be academic. I think movement's important. So this is number 5. So, you know, if you want to combine a bit of movement with listening, learning, engaging, you know, walk and talks are absolutely fantastic. You know, call a friend, or, you know, say to your wife or your girlfriend, can we just go for a walk and let's go for a coffee halfway round? You know, it's absolutely fantastic as far as I'm concerned. It's so accessible. Just whack your shoes on, guys, and get out there, get walking, get a bit of nature, a bit of sunlight, particularly in the morning. It's great with helping with that sleep, which we'll talk about very shortly. Strength training, and again, it doesn't have to be anything strenuous. It doesn't need to be weights. You don't need to be lifting anything heavy, but we're just looking at how you're conditioning your body, which helps your mind as well. So, you know, even if it's something that's more body bearing exercises, functional movement, Pilates is an absolute fantastic one for this. You're learning how to move, be mindful of your body, and strengthening that body as well. So yoga's another one, or even a HIIT class. But yeah, you can do these things at home, but I would definitely be encouraging going to classes and connecting with others while you're doing that sort of strength training as well. Move on to number 7, which is breathe. Breathe, meditate. Some people don't like meditating, but certainly breathing can have huge benefits as well. I always say, look, if there's times when you feel a little bit stressed, take 3 deep breaths. That's all it takes. So, you know, breathe in fully through the lungs, through the belly, and then allow that extension of the exhale as well. Allow your body to completely relax before you take in another breath. So that'll reset the body, recalibrate it, reset the mind. Always works for me. Moving on to number 8, so not long now, guys, to the end of this vlog, but hopefully it's been useful as well. But improve your diet. We're only looking for sort of incremental changes here, but one sort of nutrient, if you like, I don't like to call it a nutrient, but sugar is something I would definitely be encouraging where you can to reduce that, because it brings on lots of inflammation, lots of different things happen to the body, which, you know, we're all unique, as I said earlier, different aspects of it. But obviously, you know, that increases our insulin, it brings on more inflammation, it can cause pain, it can cause dermatology sort of, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, skin deficiencies, things like that as well, which obviously don't make you feel too good. It can affect mood, and so there's so much about sugar. I'm just saying, have it in moderation. You know, I always work at the 80-20% rule for my diet. Try and have a good diet for the week of 80%, and then 20% where I like to enjoy it a little bit at the weekend or the odd night in the week. Number 9. Lose the alcohol where you can, where possible. And it's easy for me because I'm not a drinker. Certainly not over the last 3 years anyway. So, yeah, alcohol, it's a sedative. It doesn't help with the sleep. Affects the quality of the sleep. It affects the emotional part of your brain. You're not thinking logically. Bring on all kinds of emotions. And then obviously the hangover doesn't help either, and that can really play havoc on that emotional part of the brain. So yeah, alcohol, it's not a great one. Some people use it as an escapism, but I think it can have the adverse effects. So I'm not saying crash off it straight away, you'd have to wean yourself off it, but I can totally 100% advocate it. It's been one of the biggest game changers for me in my life, my lifestyle as well. So yeah, that's number 9. And then number 10, the final one, an incredible health benefit here. We totally underestimate it, which is prioritise your sleep. So yeah, just try and, you know, make a few subtle changes leading up to bedtime. So, you know, reducing blue light an hour before bed, I think trying to eat before 7 o'clock, reduce any caffeine in the day, try and do something a bit more relaxing before bed. If we get the brain sort of going, so whether you're doing any work late night, anything like that, or even exercise, I would say try and reduce the exercise before 7 o'clock as well, because obviously the sort of the sleep clock thinks that actually it's still daytime because he's still active, he's still doing something. So yeah, just try and make a few sort of changes. But yeah, that's my top 10 tips for men on International Men's Day. So yeah, like I say, they'll not all work, and I'm not expecting everyone to go, do you know what, I've got to do 1 to 10 today. It ain't going to happen. So, put it in a plan. Think about sort of your next few weeks, if there's anything you want to change, anything that you think will make a huge impact. But yes, there we go. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy with your family, your friends, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.